Welcome to Imola for the second round of the Michelin Le Mans Cup. With 40 cars on the grid, the race is set to be an exciting one. We're back here where the very first race of the series took place 6 years ago to the day. So we spoke to the drivers to hear what they had to say about driving here.
I'm quite new to the GT3 world, so it's special to be here, you know, with all the historical things happening here in the past. And the track is, amazing. For sure you have something on that racetrack bucket list you want to try, and for sure this is one of the circuits. Great experience so far.
It's great to be here at Imola. I mean, this is the first time for me. It's a historic track, so it's an honour and privilege to race here, but also we know the consequences of making mistakes. It's a fast track, very demanding track, but it's a wonderful track. It's lovely. I'm great to be here. I'm grateful to be here.
We always like mid-speed corners because, I mean, you need a lot of technique, but you have to take risk, but not like super crazy risk like in high-speed corners. So for drivers, it's always nice to have like flowing tracks like one of these. And I mean, the track suits the LMP3 car really, really well. A lot of downforce, so yeah, for us it's tons of fun.
Very technical track, I would say. It's not easy to master, but it's also the challenge. It's a lot of fun, and it's my first time in Imola ever, so very pleased to drive here.
Amongst the drivers competing on the Michelin Le Mans Cup this season is the former F1 driver Andrea Montemini. With 20 GP starts under his belt, the Italian driver took us to the AF Corsa garage to show us around his Ferrari 488 GT3.
I'm going to introduce you the fantastic Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo. As you can see, the aerodynamic is the most important thing that comes to your eyes when you see the car, starting from the front end and the front nose and the wing. One of the beautiful area where Ferrari works so much to allow us to have so much downforce. There is a lot of work also to help the driver to get in, but also for safety. Then we can enter and we can show a little bit more from inside. You have to have the seat completely fixed. You cannot change the position, but you can change the position of the pedal while a small lever each driver can adjust for himself, and also for the steering wheel, okay, like normal car, can be moved up and down and different movement. You have many things that you can adjust while you're driving, like the position of traction control, the position of the ABS, the position of other things that can help you to go quicker by the car himself. It's a real honor and a pleasure to run this car, and also very fun.
Let's now jump on board with the winner in the LMP3 category at Le Castellet, Alexander Matchell, and do a lap of this legendary circuit.
Welcome to Imola, to the straight line of Imola, which is not really a straight line. It's a little bit curvy. We're going here with in 5th gear up to 6th gear. Speed is a little bit more than 270 at the braking point. Shortly before 100, braking hardly, touch the left curb. Going in 3rd gear, full throttle, right hand, left hand, full throttle. So you're reaching back to 5th gear to reach the first chicane, difficult chicane, quick left, and then a slower right turn, so you have to brake twice. And then coming back to the hairpin. Hairpin, you need to have a late apex, 2nd gear, be early on throttle. When the car is going uphill, you need to accelerate 4th gear, 5th gear. Now slight braking, 4th gear, 3rd gear coming down, quick left-hander, stay inside the white line. And then downhill, a little bump. And then we have a quick right-hander and a slower right-hander. Again, early acceleration because going again uphill, 2nd gear, 3rd gear. For the 3rd chicane, hard braking at the 3rd chicane. You need to touch the curb right hard and left again. Accelerate, second gear, third gear, up to fifth gear before you're coming to the last corners. Braking here is really difficult as the car is not 100% straight. Braking, touch the curb slightly on the left, accelerate a little bit, and then a quick turn into the straight line, long straight line, so it's very important to be quick here.
Last month, we went behind the scenes to find out more about the logistics of tyres. Another important aspect at a race is, of course, fuel. Who supplies the fuel to the paddock? Well, we caught up with the Motorsport Technical Director of Total Energies, Roman Aubrey, to find out more.
This is the second round where we've been supplying this new fuel developed with the ACO alongside ELMS, WEC and Michelin Le Mans Cup teams. It's 100% certified sustainable. Excellium Racing 100 reduces greenhouse gas emissions by at least 65%. For Imola, we're bringing around 30,000 litres of fuel for the Michelin Le Mans Cup. That's 150 200-litre barrels, which our two technicians deliver to the teams. The two technicians have worked with us since the beginning of the partnership in 2018, so they know the teams and they've got close relationships with them, which makes life easier. We know when they want to receive their products, so we need to organise to deliver 150 barrels over 3 days, but Arthur and Ludovic manage it pretty well.
We're ready to get the second round of the Michelin Le Mans Cup underway here in Imola. In LMP3, Jerome de Sadelier clinched pole for MB2S Racing. In GT3, Emanuele Binelli took his first pole here at home for Ebby Motors. Let's go racing.
What a fabulous place to go racing. Perfect weather here in the heart of the Italian city of Imola at the Autodromo Enzo Edino Ferrari. With the green nose, Jerome de Sadelier, your pole man. Emanuele Busnelli leading the field in the Porsche for Ebby Motors here on Italian tarmac. Rushing away. Great start from the pole sitter. Not so quick away. Leonard Weiss, number 11. The WTM racing car being caught and passed by CD Sports' Fabien Michel into the first braking area at the Tamburello. Everybody keeping their noses clean, but looks like there have been changes in GT3. We'll catch up with them in a minute. Down to Villeneuve, another big stop here for this left-right-left chicane. And it is the CD Sport car, Fabien Michel, in second place. The field already starting to stretch out these two chicanes, shuffling everybody almost into single file. Kept their noses out of trouble, climbing out of Tosa towards the Piratella. A sharp left-hander on the top of the hill. Oh, trouble for Rob Hodes. That's Team Virage in the gravel. And that might mean a safety car on lap 1. It does indeed. And that means that Hegatelli by T2 Racing car cannot now leave the pits. They'll have to hold on for a while. And that is going to set them back even further. Klaas Abelon's been in trouble. Fricadelli Racing Team changing the nose on that car. Started a couple of rows ahead of Rob Hodes. I wonder if that was related. Louis San Juan in the Graf Racing entry, number 40 in the pits as well. And here is the H24 racing car. Stefan Richelme, the man who makes the first ever racing laps for a hydrogen electric powered car. This prototype has been displayed before, has run in qualifying sessions before, but this is the first time on the planet that a hydrogen car has raced. Back to green flag racing once more. Jerome de Sadelier jumping away. Fabien Michel with the yellow stripe. Leonard Weiss in third following. Then Freddie Hunt in fourth place. The white machine sort of a little bit on its own. The number 76 car Great long run from the start, finish line down into the braking area at Tamburello. Leonard Weiss having a think about diving through on the inside, decided against it, not quite close enough there. Battle for 7th in LMP3, down into the double left-hander at the Ravazza. Alexander Butsanov for DKR with the orange highlights, chasing Team Thor's Audun Gudmundsson, the Icelandic driver. Comes across the line, through where the old chicane used to be, streaking off down past the pits, heading to maximum speed to the Tamburello. Bukatsov is nicely placed, pulls out of the slipstream under braking, down the inside, and that is a classic Imola pass, neatly done. Race leader in GTE is still poleman Emanuele Busnelli. Here he is in the Ebby Motors Porsche, but Jens Moller from GmbH has got a very good run going down the inside in the NSX, and through he goes. Change of lead. Jens Moller had a bit of a stab right at the start of the race. Looked like he might have got his nose in front. Emanuele Busnelli recovered his composure, but now it is the Honda that leads from the Porsche. Closing in though is Stephen Patrick, 99. That's the red and black Aston. The Bullet Racing car right behind just set the fastest GT3 lap of the race, so he is closing in on the leaders. This is shaping up nicely already to be a great battle. Another of the Hondas from GmbH in 4th position. Up through the Piratella and then sweeping down into Aqua Minerale. Honda not able to escape yet, and the Aston Martin looking to close in. This tight right-hander, you sweep around the schoolyard on the left-hand side, climbing back over and up towards the Variante Alta. Another of the chicanes that have been introduced into this fast and flowing circuit over the years, but trouble! The Bullet Aston gets collected from behind. The blue and white car was Kriton Lentudis, Greek driver for AF Corsa, just being a little hopeful or impatient there into Variante Alta. Battle for second races on. Leonard Weiss on the inside of Fabien Michel. This time he squeezes through. Change for second place. WTM Racing back up to where they qualified, but where is the leader? A long way ahead is the answer. As they come out of the Tamburello, Jerome de Sadelet is already going into Villeneuve. Yellow flags are out. Here's why down at Tosa. Jonathan Brossard dive-bombing Andrew Ferguson in the 24/7 Motorsport car and looping it around as Ferguson takes to the grass in avoidance, but Brossard losing the engine.
Leader to slow down, safety car is on track.
Second safety car of the race then, and a little too early for pit stops. Fans enjoying a little bit of shade on this hot afternoon. Jerome de Sadelet ready to lead the field away. Safety car is heading for the pits, so here we go. The MV2S Forestier racing car jumping away immediately from Leonard Weiss in second place. Oh, and it's disaster across the curbs and contact. Leonard Weiss can't avoid him. The CD Sport car takes the lead, everybody else in avoidance. Yellow flags waving vigorously, and Leonard Weiss, WTM Racing in the wall heavily. Looks like the MV2S car of Jerome de Sadelet is creeping into the pits, but it is smoking. But surely WTM's race is over. High drama there, just before the midpoint of the race.
Safety car deployed, safety car deployed.
Well, goodness me, this is incredible. Just too aggressive on the throttle. Jerome de Sadelet loops the car around in front of the entire field. Leonard Weiss can't avoid him, makes contact. Looks like our top two may be out for good. On the pit wall, nobody can quite believe what's happened. And the safety car had only just returned to the pit lane, and more trouble. Jacques Wolf, Racing Spirit of Le Mans, ending up in the gravel traps as well. And look at this, Kriton Lentudis, the Greek driver, straight off and hard into the barriers. Goodness me. Les Jerome de Sadelet, can't believe it. Dominated from pole, and the race is over. Pit stop window has been opened behind the safety car. CD Sports are in, driver change there, and they won't be alone. Everybody is going to take this opportunity to complete their driver changes, I think. Mathieu Nouet taking over from Stephen Patrick in the Bullet Racing Aston. Fresh wheels and tyres, the new race leader, Mads Sillerhaug for Reiter Engineering. Now he's taken over from Freddie Hone. Don't forget they were 4th in the train. The top 2 have disappeared anyway, so that's great work in the pits by the Reiter crew. So Sillerhaug following Emanuele Busnelli's Porsche and the H24 machine, still running strongly. So here is the race leader, can't pass before the start-finish line. Now he can though. Got to find a way through in traffic. Sillerhaug will complete just over half the race in terms of time. Sweeping around the outside, trying to get by the Porsche. Up into the Piratella, through he goes. Adam Atiki in the CD Sport car now. Malte Jakobsen for Cool Racing in 3rd. Astonishing performance so far. Maurice Smith started that number 69 car in 15th place on the grid. They're battling for a podium spot. Look at this, cars everywhere, contact surely, yes there is. Max Lynn in the United car got collected there by Tommy Foster in the RLR M Sport car, but it was Foster on the inside that spun, and now he's having a bit of rally crossing action as well. Trying to get back onto terra firma. Here is your battle for second place. Adam Atiki still for CD Sport ahead of Malte Jakobsen, the young Dane. Jakobsen being touted as the next big thing. So often we see young drivers making a name for themselves in Michelin Le Mans Cup. Now you don't see this every day. In fact, nobody has ever seen this before, because this is H24 making a full race pit stop. This is the first time ever that a hydrogen fuel car has run in a race and had to make pit stops. Fantastic. There is trouble again. TS Corsa, that is Part Corpadi, the Indian driver. And it looks like he has lost the engine too. We go full course yellow. 3rd place, 18-year-old Malte Jakobsen for Cool Racing. And the American driver, Maurice Smith, very impressed with his teenage teammate.
He's amazing. He's so young. I mean, he's just 18, and he's just such a nice kid. I mean, he's a wonder to be around. He was obviously raised by good parents. It's nice to see him learn, and it's nice to see him improve. And the team here at Cool has good coaching and really good engineering and great leadership, and they all do a great job to help Malta, and so it's fun.
Maurice, one of the real characters and clearly loving life, and when you're winning, it definitely is fun. Adam Atiki being chased by Malte Jakobsen. Jakobsen looking to try and make the move for second place. Can't come through there, they're in traffic. Down the hill into Aqua Minerale, and then sweeping back up, full course yellow again. Who is it this time? Mathis Poulet for Team Virage. It's their other car in trouble this time. Looks as though he is getting going again, but taken to the grass. 3/4 of the race run and a mechanical issue. The car's in the pits. That's not going to help. Back to green flag racing once more. Reiter Engineering being chased down by the battle for second. Mads Sillerhaug in the white 76 car. Right behind him, Adam Atiki. And Atiki, for the moment, has shaken off Malte Jakobsen. Oh, big moment there for the Reiter Engineering car. Sillerhaug under real pressure. And through goes Atiki. He's up to second. Across the start-finish line, here comes the Cool Racing car and Malte Jakobsen now. More trouble for Reiter Engineering. Jakobsen on the inside, down to the Tamburello, and he is up to second. What a fantastic effort from Cool Racing's number 69 car. 15th on the grid, now not just on the podium, but in second. Full course yellow, and here's why. Mathis Poulet couldn't escape trouble with the Team Virage car. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Huge knot of cars here. The middle of your shot with the blue nose. That's Colin Noble. For Nielsen. Gets a good getaway once more. Just behind, United Autosport's Wayne Boyd as the Nielsen car takes the grass. Wayne Boyd will go around the outside. He's in 5th place. Mats Haug giving chase. Haug now back in front, and the United car having to attack once more. Into the closing stages of this race. Battles for position up and down the order. There are quite a few in the top 20 where places are being disputed, and Haug runs out of road on the run down to Tosa. So good news for United. Wayne Boyd up to 5th place again. Oh, but trouble for Andy Merrick. Left rear puncture it looked like. The right front wheel was way up in the air. Either that or he really hit the curb hard. He is out of 4th place. 10 minutes on the clock. He's stuck in the gravel. It is a left rear puncture. Just about scrambles through the chicane, and they just about avoid him, but he's not going to make it home in one piece, is he? And he gets stuck in the gravel. Beached at Villeneuve as teammate Wayne Boyd picks up another place. Not the way you want to do it, but that's the way it happened. Battle for the lead, sweeping down towards the Ravazza. Adam Atiki being chased hard by Malte Jakobsen, the teenager, all over the back of the CD Sport car. And don't forget that CD Sport qualified 3rd. Cool Racing's 69 car was 15th on the grid. This is the battle for the lead. Andy Merrick's car is still stranded at Villeneuve, so this may get neutralised for a while. Cool Racing are loving watching the action though. Their teenage prodigy attacking the leader hard. Adam Atiki needs to hold on in case we finish under full caution. And there is Merrick's car.
Full course yellow, we are in the full course yellow.
So full course yellow down to 80 kilometres an hour. No overtaking, and everybody try not to crash. Cool Racing disappointed with that. Back to green, 5 minutes and change remain. Well, Adam Atiki managed to somehow open up a little margin over Malte Jakobsen. Maybe Jakobsen was just being super cautious, getting down to speed on the full course yellow so as not to get a penalty. Oh, and a little bit of rally crossing as well. That won't help. Adam Atiki is holding on. 3 minutes on the clock. Malte Jakobsen in 2nd place. Going by the H24 machine. And that car's still running reliably. That's fantastic to see. Checker flag is out. CD Sport heading towards it first, but there has been a pit stop penalty assessed for CD Sport, and that means that although Adam Atiki is first to the flag, victory in LMP3 goes to the 69 Cool Racing car meters behind him. And a jubilant Malte Jakobsen. Gustav Birch for GMB Motorsport wins in GT3. So Cool and United's 2 cars in 2nd and 3rd ahead of the 76 car from Reiter, with Rinaldi and CD Sport penalised down to 6th. Hagley by T2 just outside the top 10 despite that pit lane race start. GMB in 20th place overall, win GT3 from Bullet and Ebby Motors, so 3 different makes in the top 3.
Yeah, Mo did a fantastic start. Started P15, and on the first lap before the safety car, he was up into 10th position, and he did a really brilliant stint. Obviously, it would have been nice to get the win on track, but we had our paper clear, so we got the win at the end.
Andres Latour Cannon and Garnet Patterson finished 3rd for United. Teammates Wayne Boyd and John Schaumann taking 2nd, but on the top step for Cool Racing, Mo Smith and Malte Jakobsen. The season's 2 race winners, Racing Spirit Le Mans, the number 10 car, and Cool Racing are tied in the points at the top of LMP3.
We pitted exactly when the safety car was coming on, and we were very, very lucky to get out in the right place, and Gustav created a big gap to the 2nd car. So it was just to be calm from there and take it home. It was a fantastic job for the team, for everybody.
Emanuele Busnelli and Fabio Babini claimed third for Ebi Motors Porsche. Stephen Patrick and Teo Nue second for Bullitt and the Aston. Gustav Birch and Jens Muller give GMB their second win of the season in the Honda. And GMB Motorsport have a 1-2 in the standings ahead of Bullitt Racing.
What a great race it was here in Imola. Our next rendezvous is the 9th to 11th of June, Road to Le Mans at the legendary Circuit de la Sarthe. Until then, ciao.